Welcome to Utopia, please make yourself at home.
It's the only place on earth where you can bitch and moan.
There's something here for everyone to make you feel quite great. Just as long as we've already let it through our gates. This is our dreamland, this is Utopia. Yet another little podcast for you. This is our dreamland, this is Utopia. It's where we discuss the little things and make them better for you. This is our dreamland, this is Utopia. You've got a pet peeve,
We'll kick it out for you.
it's a wonderful and magical and positively colourful. It's our cheeky show. By now you know.
The Utopia Project.
Hello and welcome to the Utopia Project, a cheeky little show where we chew the fat and discuss all those little things in life and decide whether or not they're part of our hypothetical utopia. My name is Chunky T, and I'm joined each and every show by the man who's a self-proclaimed science nerd. It's Jack Magic.
Yeah, science nerd that knows not a lot about not a lot.
That's why it's self-proclaimed.
Yeah,
mate.
exactly.
You know a bit about a bit.
I know a bit about. I know all the shit that no one needs to know.
Yeah, man. You doing all right?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Yeah, good. And I'm also joined by the man who's a product of a science experiment. It's the Permanent Shoppy.
Hello.
You doing all right, mate?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
How's life in the petri dish?
Oh, it's quite wet and slimy.
It's wet.
But it's quite
Moist.
warm, so I'm constantly making other versions of me. We're growing, mate. We're going to take over.
Yeah, that's it. Awesome, mate. Right, so all good boys, all living
Yeah,
the
yeah.
dream and whatnot. Episode 7 we're on.
Yeah.
So, should we
I say live in the dream. Hold the phone for 1 second.
Got it here.
Yeah. I want to bring up a thing that we found out today.
What?
I say today, this is obviously out way after today. We was perusing Facebook last night, and Danny Bridgewater tagged me in a post. It's kind of science related because I don't know how it works. There is a person out there that looks exactly like my
Should
dad.
I get it on the camera?
Yeah,
please do.
It looks more like my dad than my dad.
And the best thing is he's a criminal.
Yeah.
That's the. Let me just get it up. So, yeah, let's see. Compare. Right there, Jack.
It's the real life embodiment of Arthur Biggleswade.
Yeah. Arthur Biggleswade has become. I mean, he was always real anyway.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird. It's one of the things you look at it the first time, you're like, oh yeah, it looks like him. And then the more you look at it, the more you're like,
Really?
That's him.
It unsettled me. I mean,
him from
of
the
all
future.
places to discover it, I was in the bath.
yeah.
So it was a weirder experience than it should have been anyway.
He was naked when you saw
Yeah,
that.
yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, oh no, that really does. Like, is that Jack?
Yeah. It's like me from the future.
Yeah.
I hope he's got a cool message, like warning me or something. It turns out I'm here to actually
And
save
like,
the world.
I don't know what his crime is. Is he just a dangerous Santa?
I don't know. I immediately assumed nonce.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, he's got them vibes, hasn't he?
No, I don't think it is. I think he's like absconded or something.
Yeah. All right. fair enough.
Absconded from where?
Prison.
From the North
Yeah, but
Pole.
what did he go in
North
there for
Pole.
the
From the
first
North
place?
Pole.
Anyway.
Get back here, you're supposed to be making toys, dickhead.
Anyway.
But anyway, yeah,
enough of
move
your-
on. It proper freaked me out.
Yeah, it's unsettled me big time.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have a sponsor.
Yeah, we do have a sponsor.
Yeah.
Might
Is
be
it that
sponsor.
guy's hair?
What?
Is it that guy's hair?
Might be. Maybe next one.
Clones.
Clones.
All right. Are you ready, Choppy?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's roll.
Take it away.
So the Utopia Project is sponsored by Test Tube Jelly Babies. Have you ever thought to yourself, whilst eating some lovely, nice and tasty and colourful and sugary and nice and tasty and lovely and babies and tasty and nice and lovely jelly babies, that this is my best day? Until you soon realise the joyous, sweet and nice experience will soon end, to which then you have to look at an empty packet and think that was nice and reminisce of happy times as you try fill the void of emptiness that was once full of colour and glucose. Me too. Test tube jelly babies essentially let the happiness never stop. As we have eliminated sadness and the war on mental health has now been conquered, you are all welcome. I will now demonstrate the effective effects of a test tube jelly baby on this volunteer.
What? Me?
Yeah. So always you.
Just for the audience to be aware, my volunteer was at one time was also a baby for a bit. So therefore the results of this experiment are approved.
Right.
Hello, former baby.
Hello.
This is a test tube jelly baby I prepared earlier in a test tube. Would you please consume said baby?
Is this safe to eat or?
I'll find out.
Tastes good.
Please tell me on a scale of 1 to 10, using a yes or no answer, are you now really less sad and a bit happy this product has worked for you? 1 being happy and 12 being I often eat normal jelly babies 1 to 6 times in a calendar month. And I can confirm I am no longer half sad.
4 yes.
This product has been
You have to respond with a
validated.
yes or no answer. Is
Yeah,
it?
but you said on a scale of 1 to 10, they give me 1 to 12. 6.
This product has been validated by a real former baby. Please visit www.testtubejellybabies.com/war-on-drugs/fight-crime with 1 time at a time. Use discount code former baby at checkout to receive a crisp high five from a former baby that has seen a test tube. So you know this product is good because you don't high five if you are sad because you are sad. Thank you.
Fight crime time 1 at a time.
Let's just go back to that. Okay. Did you enjoy your experience, Jack? Was you the consumer tested, or was you just the?
I don't know if I was like
Was you a test
the
tube
approval guy.
baby?
As I am a former
FDA.
baby, to be fair.
You are.
I think everyone should be. You know, when it describes people in interviews, and it's like, but Joe Bloggs, former CEO. It should be like, whenever you interview anyone, it should
Former
be
baby.
Jack Thorne, former baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing is,
After that, former toddler.
what I find with a lot of these sponsors is that.
Don't start panic eating again.
No, I'm not. I just wanted a jelly baby. Alpha Bigglesway isn't here this time.
The idea, the best advice I would give is to say what you need to say. And then when other people are talking, eat the jelly baby.
I'll do a bit of both. But yeah, like I mean, you didn't give a very clear answer. But the thing is about these sponsors, it doesn't matter what the answer is. We're going to sell them anyway.
Yeah.
And
Also, be careful about what you're eating, because as per episode 1, when we did Jaffageddon, and it took a full 24 hours for your blood sugar to come back down.
You're now sat eating.
You're now sat eating a full pack of jelly babies.
Yeah. So for the listeners at home, we set aside 2 days of recording.
Yeah.
With the idea that we could smash through one day, get all of it recorded.
Yeah.
And then maybe use the second day for a bit of promo and whatever, or just go and sit in the sun.
Yeah.
So today is day 2.
Yeah.
And the reason we didn't get the episodes done mainly was because of the Jaffa Cake incident.
We decided, yeah, it'd be a great idea to eat 90 Jaffa cakes first off.
The whole, I mean, you might notice that Sharpie's looking less gaunt today because his blood sugars aren't off the charts. His thing was literally, it was like, what was it, about 10 o'clock this morning, it finally came back to normal?
yeah, about that time.
Yeah, around 24 hours it took for his blood sugars to be controlled.
Yeah, I felt really strange.
And so, in the opening recording of day 2, he's like, I'm going to eat a full bag of jelly babies.
Yeah.
Not even for entertainment purposes, just to
no,
fuck my life
they're
up.
like crack, isn't they?
Take them off.
Man.
Stop it.
Give him here. Give him here. Give him here.
They're full fat babies and all.
They're real
No, I'm
life
gonna eat
jelly babies. They're not
He's
even-
doing it to save your life, you know. He's eating
This is
them.
for you.
That's why he weighs so much, you know. He has to steal the food away from
That's so I
you.
don't kill myself.
Oh, there's a red one there.
Anyway, have we got a peeve? Has anybody got a peeve?
I have.
Yeah?
I've just ran my mouth full of jelly babies, though, so.
Good, isn't they?
Podcasting 101.
Right. We're on science and technology
Science and
episode-ish
Yeah.
today, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, this is 2022.
Good
we're
peeve,
in.
yeah. Cool. Send it.
2022 we're in. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably 2023 by the time we get this
All the
recorded and
twos.
edited.
The human race has come a long way since it started.
Who's winning?
No,
Who's winning the race?
us. Yeah. The human race.
Not you.
Human race. Well, I don't know. I know I've got little legs, but I'll still put an F in.
Anyway, my point. Why do people still think the fucking Earth is flat?
Yeah.
It's not.
It is a little bit flat.
It's not flat.
It's kind of flat.
I think
it's not flat.
flat earthers have more deep-seated issues than what that is.
In
Have you seen-
the words of Professor Brian Cox, it's not flat. Do you know how it's not flat? Do you know how I know it's not flat? There's fucking pictures of it. You can see it.
It looks flat in the pictures, though.
You would think, to be fair, with 7 billion people on the planet, if these people that think it is flat were that adamant it was flat, surely at least one person would be in history that fell off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not because they've fallen off.
Yeah, falling off, you're never going to hear about it.
Yeah, where's it
It's
gone?
disappeared. That's maybe where Maddie McCann is.
Bermuda Triangle.
She just fell off.
Yeah, she went off
fell
the
off.
edge.
Yeah.
You're too close to the edge.
Bermuda
you're gonna
Triangle's
fall.
like the plug hole. It's like,
Yeah.
it's just a little
It's
hole
got to
in
drain
it.
somewhere,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Everyone knows your parents go for tapas, you're going to fall off.
She just thought she fell out of bed. Like, oh shit, it's the edge of the earth.
Yeah. But I just don't get it. You can see it, it's a real thing, it's there, it can be proven with lots of different experiments.
And also, the whole thing of like, oh, you know, they think you can fall off the Earth because it's flat Earth, so there is an edge. All right, well, but if you fall off, then you're in space. If you're in space, you don't fall because there's no gravity.
There's a
so
lot
do you
that-
just sort of go off? Like,
Yeah.
But then you don't go off because if you're on top, there's gravity. But then surely there's gravity to be able to fall in this motion. But if you fall, then you.
There's a lot of different theories in the flat
Some
Earth
say it's a
society.
dome, some say it's an
Some say,
oblong.
yeah, it's like a dome, like Truman Show shit by the government, and it's like a dome, and all the sky is like LED panels that are programmable, and
Who's
and all
paying
this,
that
and the other.
electric bill? Is this why we're paying loads of electric now?
God knows.
Yeah.
But there's also the idea that all the planets are actually stacked. So yes, like if you fall off the edge, you'll like fall down, and if you can get yourself sorted, you'll be able to like hold on to Mars as you go by it, and then get onto Mars, and then fall off that and go to the next planet, and that's how
So
it
do they
actually
think
works.
they think there's gravity in space then?
Oh, fucking mate,
Don't know.
you know as much as I do. But have you seen the documentary on Netflix, Beyond the Curve?
Beyond the Curve,
Have you
yeah.
sing it?
Yeah, it's funny as fuck.
There's a guy,
They-
right?
they-
He's there. He's got 2 golf balls and 2 mallets, right? And he's there hitting the golf balls on these mallets like a tennis racket, knocking them upside down, not up and down, sorry, and naming all of the states in America
Yeah.
for brain training. Right, and he's like, yeah. People think like I'm weird, and this, that. And I was like, yeah, you are. You are fucking
That's
weird.
correct
He says something along the lines of, everyone thinks that like us flat earthers are all like 30-odd-year-old that all live in their mum's basement. I mean, I'm over 30 and I live in my mum's basement, but that's just me. That's not all of us. I'm like, you're not disproving
It's
this.
fucking stupid, man. I don't get it. I just don't understand. I cannot wrap my head around it. Why people even think
documentary
that?
in particular is good because even me as a fairly sensible person,
Yeah.
for the first half an hour to an hour of that show, you're like, is it flat? Is it actually? And then, like, as it obviously goes
Yeah,
on, you're like,
you realise,
of course
oh,
it's
no,
fucking
crazy.
not.
Oh
but,
no!
but
Oh
it
no!
just,
Sorry,
it just,
these people are fucking idiots.
yeah, it just gives you enough information to make you think, have I been lied to?
Yeah, it helps as well though that they interview all these flat earthers who show them how the Earth is flat by proving themselves wrong.
Yeah.
Basically, they go, oh, if you do all these experiments, we're doing an experiment here today where if this happens and that happens, then that means that it's a flat Earth and there's no curvature to it. And then they do the experiment and it comes out to prove
that it's
them wrong.
curved. And they're like, nah.
And they're like, nah, it's still flat.
Yeah, the best thing is,
they're
right,
like
the best thing is about the whole documentary as well is the fact that at the end, they have like this Flat Earthers Summit or whatever, so
Yeah.
everyone from around the globe comes to, and they find out basically they just spend thousands of these like members' money proving essentially that it's round. And then they like the main top people go, yeah, we can't tell them this. We're gonna have to keep this secret, and otherwise we're gonna lose.
So they've got their own
lose the flat-
branched version of the Illuminati going
so
on.
in an attempt to prove that the Earth is round is a conspiracy, they've just created their own conspiracy to keep their own people paying their membership.
Yeah.
So basically, it's
fucking
just
mad,
about
mate.
money, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's bullshit is what
Can
it
we
is.
make something
There's
like that?
lots and lots of flat Earth merchandise as well.
Is it flat?
My favourite quote where it says
I
quote,
really want.
it's
I would love
obviously a
it.
piss take. The Flat Earth Society has members all around the globe.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I think it would be fucking brilliant if one of the memorabilia pieces you can get from the Flat Earth website is a globe.
Yeah.
They do. It's a flat picture of the Earth.
No, that's just a picture.
No, but the way it is, it's got all the countries that are all on the globe, but they're all in a circle. They're all like differently laid out.
Well, then if you try to follow that map, it wouldn't correlate as to.
Mate, you ain't got to argue with us.
Should we just bin Flat Earth?
Yeah, they're fucking idiots.
Can we make something like that to make money? We're gonna make the dry water
Dry
society and whatnot, and try
Powdered
to convince
water.
people
Water's
it's
not
dry
wet.
because when water is within water, it is just water. It is not wet because you can't make water wet. It just adds to it to make more water. So, can I have 50 quid?
Yeah,
There you
deal.
go.
Done deal. We got a sound clip for that.
There we go. Done. Cash monies.
Rack them tills up. Anyway, should we move on?
It's the ridiculous news. It's stupid and it's been in the news. We got old stories from around the world. They're here for us to review. What we got? Zeros, heroes, and weirdos. We've got a few. It's the ridiculous news. Whammy!
Sorry.
You're not going to come in and do your
Sorry,
bit?
I thought I was waiting. I was waiting for you to do an
be honest,
intro.
I zoned out a bit then. I was just listening to
I
the
was like-
song.
That's why I went like that, and you
Oh.
went, yep.
I was waiting for you to do the. Oh, so we're in ridiculous news now. No, right, okay. Should we try again?
You know how it's like your feature.
Yeah. Should we try again?
Take it away.
It's the ridiculous news. It's stupid and it's been in the news. We got old stories from around the world. They're here for us to review. What we got? Zeros, heroes, and weirdos. We've got a few. It's the ridiculous news. Whammy!
Hello, it's ridiculous news time again.
Just to precursor it.
You just started giggling. I was going to go through it.
Sorry, we shouldn't have giggled, but we tried to record this a minute ago, and the first take, Jack didn't realise that it was his part.
Yeah.
So just sat there.
I just sat there
looking
like,
at it.
hello.
So I'll put it on a Be Real somewhere on YouTube.
Yeah. Because everyone's going to be like, oh, this ain't funny. Like, shit content. No wonder nobody watches.
Take it away, Jack.
Anyway, barista hospitalised after holding in farts for 2 years.
What?
2 whole years. That's a long time, isn't it? An Irish barista was hospitalised because she refused to fart around her boyfriend for 2 years. Cara Clark, which is a hell of a name, I think, was at work last week when she developed extreme stomach pain and was rushed to hospital. The 19-year-old was told she had an infection and would have to have her appendix removed before it burst. She said the infection was caused by her reluctance to break wind around her partner and vowed to let it out from now on. In January, an influencer was hospitalised for the opposite reason, farting too much.
Oh,
How do you get?
can't win in life, can you?
Exactly.
Surely
Everything in moderation.
Yeah, but
Sure.
oh, mate.
If you need to fart, your body's going. It needs to be out.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you wouldn't need to fart.
Yeah.
So how can you fart too much unless you are like trying to tense out
You-
farts? And then you
to
get
be fair,
thrown
Can you
up?
imagine
in
trying
my-
to hold in sick?
Yeah. In my previous job, I farted a lot, right? I don't know why. Something about it just made me fart all the time, real bad. And all of my colleagues was like, why do you fucking fart so much, man? I was like, I don't know, it just happens. Like,
Yeah.
bruising my belly and then it's got to come out, innit? And then they're like, oh, can you stop? And I'm like, well, no, because then I'll hurt myself.
Yeah.
I once got sent home from work for the smell that produced the fart. that I had.
Yeah,
Wow.
but you are also like me, and you've got too many stories about nearly shitting yourself. So
Yeah, nearly.
yeah, it was such a close call.
Yeah. It was a close call. I had to change my pants just in case.
Well, no, I remember being at the gym I worked at the time, and I was doing like bodybuilding show preps. I was eating clean as anything, and then one day I cracked. I was like, I like that cookie, man. So I had to go on it.
Because usually your willpower's really good.
Yeah, it is when I'm training properly. When I'm not, I'll just fucking gorge myself.
Yeah.
But I ate this cookie, and my body was like, that was not correct, man. That was not good. And I started farting, and then I would fart in such quick consistency, and I was out like leafleting and stuff like that, and I was still farting, and the other sales guy at the time was probably like 4 or 5 meters away from me, and I would do this like silent fart, and then he would instantly turn around and go, that is fucking disgusting.
What, outside?
Outside as well, yeah. So when we
Wow.
got back into the office and whatnot, and I was still like, I can't help it, they're just they're coming out. And then boss came up to him and I was like, you need to go home, mate, you can't be making smells like that.
So duct tape your arse up.
literally, I think it would have blown up. That was some chemical warfare, man. So yeah, I had to go home because I'd eaten a cookie, which made me do really smelly fart.
I'm not saying your ass smelt that day, but Russia was bottling it up.
Fucking probably were, mate.
Producing Novichok.
Yeah.
Offensively bad.
Wow. But yeah, so like I say, this. But imagine not farting for 2 years.
Was it not just appendicitis that she had there?
No, apparently it was due to not farting. She obviously got infected and then her appendix
just all those
burst.
toxic gas.
Getting
Yeah.
Oh, does the gas
It's the way it needs to come out. It's toxic, isn't it? Like the same way, like if,
It was methane,
like if you
isn't
eat
it?
poo, it's not good for you, but it
Yeah.
does come out. You know?
Well, you tell me that now.
Oh, it's my favourite snack. Yeah. So what? So what did you? She had her appendix ripped out then.
She had her appendix taken out before they burst. And then from now on, she's vowed
Farting like fuck.
to fart in public.
Oh.
Yeah.
You should anyway.
her.
Like
Yeah.
anyone that's disgusted. I mean, yes, the smells are never pleasant, are they?
No.
Or quite often not pleasant. But it's natural. Like
It's- yeah,
I
it
don't
just
say,
happens,
oh
doesn't
no, I'll
it?
be polite. I'm not going to fart in front of you. Well, all right, well, go outside. But you can address that you fart. Everyone knows that people fart.
Yeah.
Like,
Anyone that says no, I don't fart, you're lying.
If
Stop
if
it.
you're in a relationship and it's like, oh, I've broke up with him or I broke up with her. Oh, what's that? They farted.
Yeah.
Fucking what?
Yeah.
I mean, in your case where you got sent home from work, I could understand that happening.
Yeah.
Like, I can't live under these conditions.
Have you ever seen, obviously, with King Jong-un in North Korea, there are some people that the majority are led to believe that he doesn't need a butthole.
Yeah, he
Because-
doesn't poo or anything.
Because he don't pee because he doesn't need to.
just
'Cause
like
he ain't
a
got
god.
time. He ain't got time for it. So he was just born without a butthole.
Yeah.
I just find that funny.
That's weird.
People believe that as well.
Yeah. I don't think they
they-
do. I think they're just scared if they say they
Yeah,
don't
get
believe
shot.
it, they get shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
Any
so-
more to add to the
No, just that's it. Just if you feel a fart brewing, let it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hero or zero then? I think she's a zero.
Yeah, because you should have just farted.
Yeah.
Dickhead, it's your own fault.
Ain't got a fart one, but I suppose like that do.
Yeah. That's what it should sound like. Nice hollow passage.
I don't know. I suppose it's that wind mixed in with a bit of.
Yeah. If you can make that noise out your arsehole,
Trouble
I'll
is,
be impressed.
mine, if my farts sound like that, and then my shits sound like that.
Yeah. And then Sharpies goes, oh, I think I need to fart. Oh no, I've shit myself.
Oh, it does happen.
Yeah, voting for zero. I just spat everywhere. I'm
Yeah,
sorry about that.
I think zero, yeah. Because
Yeah.
just let it out, man. Just
Yeah.
fart. You need to fart, get farting.
And then Hero is the one who got hospitalised for farting too much.
Yeah, because I think that's an effort. He's
That's
put
like
work into that.
Insides
hasn't
has fallen out, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Did it go into much about why he got?
That's all it says. He just
Yeah.
says he's
Dying.
farted too
yeah,
much.
he's farted out his stomach.
He's farted that much his bumhole fell out.
Bumhole fell off.
His bumhole's like, I can't work under this condition. See you later. But yeah, so zero.
Okay, yeah. Do you want to send her then?
Yeah, yeah.
Get her fucking gone. We ain't got time for people who don't fart.
Yeah.
Yeah. fuck
More
that.
farts in Utopia. More farts.
Utopia Project.
Right, so we're in the Thunderdome. You should know by now what we do. Top Trumps battle between someone from a field of work that the boys bring, and then we tot up the scores and see who is allowed into Utopia and who's going to be cast into the volcano, never to be seen again. So I say they'll be tossed into the volcano. Usually Jack just shoots them in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've got the
so-
sound of someone falling, so...
Yeah. So this week we have Best Celebrity Scientist.
Yes.
Who would like to go first?
I'm easy, what are you saying?
Easy. I'll go first.
You go first?
Yeah. Ready, Sharpie?
to roll.
You have 100
Let's
odd
go.
seconds to pitch your character
Let's go.
/ person. And take it away.
This guy's currently in the public eye for, in simple terms, leading our planet into the future. This incredibly intelligent gentleman is now one of the richest people on the planet, being a lead role in everything from vapes to electric self-driving cars to space exploration. Many say this guy is so smart that he can actually be from the future. One of his more recent projects has had him attempting to fuse technology with the human brain to have them working seamlessly together in order to help cure paralysis, deafness, blindness, and generally other disabilities. Sounds like something from a superhero film. Well, recently the scientists successfully implanted the chip into a monkey's brain, which shows we're not far away from this becoming a real possibility. This guy isn't just all work and no play though, he appears to have a comedic side to his personality. In a podcast interview with Joe Rogan, he talks about changing the shape of his space rockets, saying it has to be pointy. All because of a joke said in the comedy film The Dictator. He also went to state this shape is arguably worse for the aerodynamics, but who gives a fuck, because it has to be pointy. The man, the Musk, the legend, it is Elon Musk. If you've not heard of him by now, just give up.
Just give up.
Yeah.
I fucking love Elon Musk. And he is legit from the future, isn't he?
You haven't brought in Little Musk as well, have you?
Yeah.
Have you actually?
No.
Little Musk.
I had
his
a
rapper
moment
name.
of panic then. That,
I never even thought about him, if I'm honest.
Really?
No.
You suck his tits
I
all
know,
the time.
I should have done, but I didn't.
Yeah, right.
I was watching a
Little Musk
documentary
and
about
Big
him the other
Musk.
day.
Little Musk.
I was watching a documentary about his race to space. It's
Yeah.
quite interesting. Would recommend a watch.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, great guy. And I really want a Tesla.
yeah.
Yeah, look for him that sick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I had a Tesla vape once.
Yeah?
It was a vape.
Still didn't look cool.
It just
No.
it did the nicotine and that was good.
Nice.
Awesome. Should we do the rankings now, just to mix it up a bit?
Yeah, can do if you want.
Do you rank Elon Musk and then...
And then we'll
do
rank mine?
Yeah?
Yeah, can do.
Do you do it like that? Just mix it up a little bit?
Yeah.
Alright then. So what we're doing then, appearance for Elon Musk.
Appearance, he appears pretty well, doesn't he?
Yeah, six.
Like 6,
He's like-
7.
he's a weird looking
Yeah,
bloke.
he's
but
a
he's
bit
got-
odd looking, but
yeah.
not ugly. Not,
Yeah.
not unsettling like Jack's doppelganger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, intelligence, it's got to be a 10.
He's got to be a 10, hasn't
Yeah.
he? I mean, he's leading the planet, isn't
Yeah,
he?
Yeah.
no, like,
Thing is, it's not
he
just
put
him
a car
though,
in
is it?
space for a lap.
He has a very large...
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't do any of this, does he?
He must do some of it.
He must get involved, but it's not him. It's not solely him, is it?
Well, he's leading it, he's chief engineer and all that for a reason, isn't he?
Yeah.
He knows
He obviously
shit.
knows his shit, yeah.
He
Oh, don't get wrong, I'm not
invented
saying he's stupid at all.
PayPal.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. He did that on his own, I bet.
Yeah.
I think I
Or
read
more
till
or
he got
less.
a level 6 on his year 6 sats. Oh,
Yeah.
He's doing alright.
Got a C in GCSE French.
And everyone knows French doesn't exist.
And some say all he did in his oral exam was go, bucket.
Skill. So we're going for 10 for intelligence, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, skill.
I mean, he managed to sort it so his rockets could fire off into space and then land back as they were
Yeah.
rockets. To
He's
begin
also reignited the America's space capabilities as well.
Yeah.
Without him, they wouldn't be going to space.
No.
It's
Is
got to be
that
like,
for skill? Is that for
execute
skill?
his intelligence.
It's probably got to be a 10 as well, isn't it?
He's execute. I would say
I would
skill
probably
is-
put it at 9 because I heard that he gambled a lot of his money and stuff.
He did some.
Didn't he? Like,
He did, but he's still got loads of
When
money.
he-
he's paid off, but also
Yeah.
not the best business sense. To
And
be like,
when SpaceX first started doing rocketry, they had he had enough money for 3 launches, and if the company didn't take off within them 3 launches, that was game over for SpaceX. It's like, I can't put any more money into it. It's like, so if it's not
I would
it's not
just
taken
on them
off,
premises,
yeah.
I would that premise, I
Yeah.
would say a 9, just because he
Yeah.
could have put a lot of people out of work
yeah,
for his own.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
for his own
Yeah.
risks, yeah,
I mean, it paid off, and we're all kind of glad it did. But
yeah.
strength, he doesn't look very
Not
strong.
very strong, I don't think.
4 maybe.
I'd say
Yeah.
maybe 5, because he's what? How old is he? About 30
He's like a fairly heavy set bloke.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
like an average bloke, but like a stockish bloke.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he's not Nanageddon. From fucking-
No.
No.
I'll go for like 4. Yeah, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for a 5, shall we?
I think he probably
and
wiped the
style.
floor again today. Yeah.
Style.
He's pretty stylish, isn't he?
I'll put him about a 6 or a 7. He's not flashy, is he? But
no.
I'm going to say style is in a general term. I'm going to say 8 because for the sheer fact his rockets would have been worse, he thought it would be more stylish because it has to be pointed.
Yeah.
yeah, there is that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, fuck the aerodynamics.
Should we go for an 8 then?
Yeah, go for an 8.
Because there's a lot of money to make his rocket worse.
It's Wocket.
His
He's
rocket.
walking.
I'm gonna send my rocket into
His
space.
rocket is now worse rocket, but it's pointing.
I got a rocket and I got a worse rocket.
Right, so that puts Elon Musk at a grand total of 38 points.
38, marvellous.
So, do you want to take it away with your contender,
Yeah,
Jack?
yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. So, battling Elon Musk, it is. Take it away.
Here's an American astrophysicist, planetary scientist, author, and science communicator. He studied at Harvard University, the University of Texas at Austin, and Columbia University. From 1995 to 2005, he wrote monthly essays in the Universe column for Natural History magazine, some of which were later published in his books Death by Black Hole. No, you didn't hear that. His research does focus on observations in cosmology, stellar evolution, galactic astronomy, bulges, and stellar formation. He has had numerous positions at institutions, including the University of Maryland, Princeton University, the American Museum of Natural History, and the Hayden Planetarium. He has many awards, including the 2001 Medal for Excellence from Columbia University and 2004 NASA Distinguished Public Service Medal. He has the 2015 Cosmos Award from the Planetary Society. He got the 2017 Stephen Hawking Medal for Science and Communication, and even in 2000, I would argue the most important award he's ever got is Sexiest Astrophysicist Alive by People magazine.
Oh.
Yeah. It is Neil deGrasse Tyson. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah.
No, I don't
You'll know the meme of, you know, when there's always memes of like fish flying out and then it cuts to him going, meow.
What?
There's memes of him
I
going,
think you'd recognise him if you saw him.
Probably.
Yeah.
I do like
He's
memes.
he's suave as fuck as well.
yeah.
Like, it's
He knows loads of shit.
He does. I don't know if it's like a podcast or what. At the minute, I've seen a lot of clips on Facebook.
Yeah.
Of like it's a science show and it's with a guy. I kind of recognise him but don't. But this guy's like he's sensibly thick, if that makes sense. And Neil deGrasse Tyson's just always
Like
just
educating him on stuff.
And he's like, fucking what?
Yeah, but he's one of these scientists. He can tell you like really complicated shit, and you actually understand
Yeah,
it.
and just
They say
like
that.
a-
I think
He
I
doesn't
said
just
this
bamboozle you.
In a previous episode, like people rate intelligence now of like it doesn't matter how much complicated shit you know, it's being able to make that understandable so people can understand it. So
Yeah.
if you
Yeah,
say
yeah.
something that's really complicated in simple terms, you got a top boy brain going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see one the other day that blew my mind. That was him explaining. I won't try and explain it because he did it better. But basically, saying that tides is that something to do with the bulges?
Yeah.
So tides, you know, the tide of the sea,
Yeah.
they don't move in and out.
The tide-
Although we say that
because
the
the-
Earth moves around the water and the water level rises.
Yeah.
Essentially, and that's like scientifically proven.
Yeah, so
I mean,
the
it's
water is
fucking
attracted
weird.
to the moon, which makes it like fatter in the middle. So if you imagine that this mic is the Earth, the water is like oval around that, and rather than the oval moving around the circle and making the tide rise and fall, the moon,
Earth is rotating within where the water's being held
the
by
planet,
the
the country will rotate into the deeper bit and then out into the shallower bit, which makes the water go in and out.
It's fucking weird shit, man.
It's crazy.
But he said it's just easier to say the tide comes in and out because it's like a frame of reference when you're talking about it. But it doesn't. The water stays where
Is
it
it not
is.
easy to say the world moves round and round?
Yeah, but you go like, oh, well, the country's going in.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that sounds fun, doesn't it?
Yeah. The beach is going in.
Yeah.
We
Really,
are
it's-
rotating.
Yeah, really, it's not the tides in and out, it's the countries in and out. We're in the
It's
tide.
fucking really
How
weird.
is it the countries in that? Is it just the world just
Because the
off on a jobber?
Yeah.
the way to sort of say about it, obviously the Earth spins, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
Moves. So like this bulge stays in the same place, and the Earth moves around it, and the water stays where it is. So it's like
Obviously, it's not completely stationary, it still
Yeah.
flows and everything else.
like, you know, if you put a water in like a bowl or whatever, or anywhere,
Takes the
it finds
form.
like the lowest point or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's kind of like that sort of concept, and then the Earth is moving through it. If you rolled a stone through a puddle, the water's staying where it is. I don't want to. Yeah, it blows
I'm
your
not too
mind.
into it, but yeah, it's crazy.
I'll find the
But
video and send you it.
He
but
does shit like that,
Yeah.
but like I say, he explains it in ways where like anyone would be like, fucking hell, that's sick.
Yeah. I quite like he explains a lot of stuff that people think is like generic science, and then goes, actually, that's not the case.
Yeah,
It's this. It's this.
yeah.
And
But I
it's-
think the reason people think about the way that everybody knows it as, like with the tide thing,
Yeah.
is because that's the simplest way of explaining it.
Yeah. There's
And
no
he-
point going into the full science of the time
Yeah.
going in and out.
And
If you're stood at the beach, it comes in towards
yeah,
you. And it
it's
goes
just that
out.
he now has an easier way of communicating the actual science.
I just
behind
like the idea of being on the beach and being like, we're moving in.
We're going into the sea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
Go for the rankings then.
yeah. What's the first one?
Appearance.
Appearance.
I mean, he won sexiest astrophysicist. I mean, that can't be a massive field of people
Yeah.
to choose from.
Doesn't matter. He's the sexiest astrophysicist alive in 2000.
2000.
I suppose on them grounds, we've got to give him an 8, haven't we?
Yeah.
You don't even know what he looks like, do you?
I'm going to take his award for his
Yeah.
words. Yeah.
Yeah. 8 then. Intelligence, we've got to put him up as a 10. The
Yeah,
same.
yeah.
He's got to be up at 10, yeah.
10.
Up at 10.
Up at 10.
Skill.
He's skilled at what he does. His communication's like sick, innit?
Yeah.
Give like a 9? 9 or a 10?
We're 9.
Yeah, 9?
Plus 9 there. Strength.
I don't think he's very strong.
No, he's fairly old
He's
now.
fairly old now as well, so like a
Is
2
he?
or a 3.
2 or a 3.
It's like very,
Yeah,
very
2.
like
Bit Nanageddon.
Elton and John, isn't he?
Elton and John. Elton Bred John.
I like how our gauge of strength now is Elton John. That's all we go to.
Elton John already old.
Yeah.
Nanageddon
What,
John.
what, what, what
I
we're looking
think
at?
like a 3.
Yeah. 3 for strength, and then finally style.
I don't think he's very stylish, really.
It's not, I thought that was like swagger and stuff. Though.
Not really. He's just like a bit of an older geezer, really.
He's-
He's classic scientist.
Yeah, he'd like just box
Yeah.
out in a suit.
Like
I
if you
think
see him
he's
in
like-
real life, you'd be like nerd.
Yeah.
Bad.
Put him about a 5 or a 6.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a 6, maybe.
Go for 6.
6, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so that gives Neil deGrasse Tyson 36.
36,
which
not
is
bad,
2
not bad.
less than Elon Musk. So
Oh,
Elon
shit.
Musk is welcomed into the Hall of Fame, and poor old Neil
So?
deGrasse. I mean, he was going to die soon anyway. I imagine.
Yeah. Put him down. Sorry.
Yeah. So-
Elon boy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Elon,
to be fair, I would.
elongated.
If it was to do,
Elongated.
if it was to do with actually bringing someone into the planet, I would. I think Elon's going to be more beneficial to Utopia. Isn't
Yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson's just going to like, I'll do a podcast and I'm retiring next year.
he?
I can imagine him just being sort of like, hey, did you know in Utopia trees do this? And Elon's like,
Yeah.
I'll solve your life.
Right.
He's got facts and he's sorting shit
Elon's
out.
like-
He's not just been like, have you thought about that? Well, no, I'm still dying.
Elon's like, don't worry about it, mate. I found 4 more planets.
Right, that takes us to the end of the show then,
Yeah.
boys.
The end of
That's
another
it.
marvellous trip into our brains.
I don't know how.
Have you cut
I'm
yourself?
bleeding.
Bleeding on the jelly babies.
I don't know. I
This
think
is like a
it's-
throwback to one of the other episodes, isn't it? You've done nothing and you just started bleeding.
bleeding.
Yeah.
Maintenance man.
It's a good job it's the end of the show and we can go and
I don't know,
administer
I
some
don't know
first
why I'm
aid.
bleeding. I think them jelly babies are quite sharp.
Jelly babies.
Honestly, I live life on the edge with the
I
last
have last
name
one.
like mine being sharp. Careful, cut you.
Killer babies. Any last words? Enjoyed yourself today, boys?
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
Mad 6 foot.
Yeah.
What's your last word?
What's your last
My
word?
last word.
Should maybe start prepping some of these or get better at thinking quickly.
Now, there's many words. You got to pick one. Pick a mix.
Blancmange.
Blancmange. I
Blancmange.
like it. No, I was thinking hemoglobin.
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 Because
Like
it's in
it.
your blood. Yeah.
Probably was actually, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show it to everybody.
Yeah.
We've got have a Ofcom get in touch with all the people who have fainted.
Yeah. Because of my disgusting.
all none of them.
Yeah.
It's like fucking ER TV show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Thank you for watching
Yeah.
and whatnot. Don't forget to check us out on the socials. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe and all this, that and the other. And drop a comment below if you agree with the Thunderdome stuff or just let us know you're watching and all
Yeah.
that. That's always great to hear
Even
from
if you want to comment on it and just say, I think this podcast's a load of old
yeah,
shit.
just, even if you want to say to us, look, just give up.
Look, this is a bunch of piece of shit.
Just
Stop doing it.
Stop it. Stop doing it.
It's a bunch of piece of shit.
Yeah.
Big bunch of pieces of shit.
But yeah, thank you very much. I've been Chunky T. Thank you for watching.
I've been Jack Magic. Stay happy.
I've been a big bunch of pieces of shit. Permanent shelf, as always.
And this has been the Utopia Project. Goodbye.
See you later.
I hate my life.
Yeah. I hate your life too.
Welcome to Utopia. Please make yourself at home.
It's the only place on earth where you can bitch and moan.
There's something here for everyone to make you feel quite great. Just as long as we've already let it through our gates. This is our dreamland. This is Utopia. Yet another little podcast for you. This is our dreamland. This is Utopia. It's where we discuss the